أجرا جئت بعد العسر يسرا ربنا أعلاك قدرا يا إمام الأنبياء.
Thank Almighty Allah who has made it possible for us to gather or to be seated here as usual, discussing the word of Almighty Allah and the word of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. We thank Almighty Allah. Our discussion for today is going to be very interesting, looking at some salient issues that are currently going on in the society called the world, not Nigeria in particular, but the world in general. That is what we will be discussing today. Because if you go to Quran, you discover that Almighty Allah, precisely chapter 15, you discover that Almighty Allah spoke to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, where he asked him to invite people Udu ila sabili rabbika bil hikmah wa mau'izati al-hasana wa jadilhum billati hiya ahsan. Almighty Allah has enjoined Prophet Muhammad that invite people, invite your folks, invite your ummah to what? Depart the religion of Almighty Allah. That is what he told him from the glorious Quran to look at. But invite them to the word of Almighty Allah so that they will be rightly guided. But if you want to do that, it has to be with wisdom, with hikmah, which is wiseness. Almighty Allah said, invite them. But if you have opportunity again to go to chapter 5, verse 67, Almighty Allah only told Prophet Muhammad, well, if you see those ayahs, they are running concurrently, they are running together. He said, Ya ayyuha rasul baligh ma unzila ilayka min rabbik wa in lam taf'al fama ballaghta risala. If you do not do that, meaning what we have enjoined you to do, to take this task, take it to them, talk to them. You have not done it. We don't know why. Maybe because you're scared. You thought you are going to be what? Apprehended. You are going to be what? Annihilated. Because as a result of that, you don't want to stand and go and communicate. Almighty Allah said no. That go and talk to them, invite them. Udu ila sabili rabbik bil hikmah. You're going to use your wisdom. You're going to be what? Exposed. If you do not expose, then how do you going to communicate to people? Because in the process when you are communicating, a lot of people will make you to be angry, people will talk back at you, some will make you to be what? There are some who will deny you. As a result of that, you're going to employ your wisdom, you're going to use your wiseness to be able to educate them, to be able to talk to them. Or more easier the answer, give them soft preaching. Do not want to pull at them. Do not want to have physical combat with them. Do not want to, have what? Punches. No. Or more easier the answer, give them preaching. You're talking to them. This is what Almighty Allah said. When you have done this, you go to paradise. When you have done this, you go to hellfire. What do you do? Have a soft argument with them. If Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was told by the explanation from the ulama that you are going to use what is currently happening to what? To be preaching. You don't want to go preach with what has already passed. No way. What is currently ongoing is what you are going to be using to be communicating to people. Look at what is happening. A lot of boys are plating heads. A lot of boys are facing earrings. Many things like that. You will educate them. No, Almighty Allah didn't say so. But instead of them to stand on firmly on their feet, what do? They began to use it as what? Media. Media means what? Innovations. They begin to introduce innovation to the religion. A lot of things are going on. Virtually, things that are happening today, they are mainly innovations. Things that were not done before now. Things that were not written in the Quran. Those are the things people are using word to say that we are doing religion. We are talking about Almighty Allah, but they are innovating. They are what? Creating new things into the day. It was not said like that. The Almighty Allah help us. The Almighty Allah guide us. We won't be talking. Having said so, Almighty Allah said, He knows those who have gone astray. Inna rabbaka huwa a'lamu biman dalla an sabili. He knows those who have gone astray. Wa huwa a'lamu bil muhtadin. And He knows those who have gone the rightly guided. You don't have to add your things that you do not know anything about. Read that ayah. Moving from there, go to chapter 5. If you go there, you'll see what Almighty Allah said over there. They are all written there, telling Prophet Muhammad, بَلِّغْ مَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ مِنْ رَبِّكَ وَإِنْ لَمْ تَفْعَلْ فَمَا بَلَغْتَ رِسَالَتَهُ وَاللَّهُ يَعْصِمُكَ مِنَ النَّاسِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَهْدِي الْقَوْمَ الْكَافِرِينَ. Almighty Allah says so. We are going to protect you against people. They cannot harm you. They cannot hurt you. No way. We have angels that are guiding you. They will definitely be guiding you. So as a result of that, do not be scared. Communicate it. Make it to get to them. And it will be better. Today, as I said, that is just a preface of our discussion. That Almighty Allah said, invite them, call them to walk, to depart with wisdom. I don't know, no matter how read you are, if you do not have that wisdom to communicate, wallahi, you are going to be causing rift everywhere, all the time. It is rift that will be caused by that particular person. The Almighty Allah guide us. The Almighty Allah see us through. Today, as we said, Udu'u ila sabili rabbik bil hikmah. Almighty Allah said, invite them to walk, to depart to the deed of Almighty Allah. With what? With wisdom. You gotta use wisdom to talk to people. No matter what they are doing, you know the thing is against the religion. You invite them with wisdom. Telling them what you are doing. This is the consequence. This is the repercussion. And inshallah, subsequently, you will regret it. Almighty Allah said, if you turn to same chapter 15, verse 96, 97, 98, Almighty Allah said, He asked a question that Man kafara billahi min ba'di imanihi ila man ukriha wa qalbuhu bihi mutma'innun bil iman ولكن من شرح صدر بكفر فعليه غضب من الله وله عذاب عظيم. Almighty Allah says so. Whoever will have what? Who will change from his faith to another faith? He said it is on a condition. It is on a condition. What kind of condition? I said somebody that has been forced. It is that is the salient discussion we are going to have. Someone that has been forced to what? To renounce or denounce his word, his faith. Those are the things we are going to be discussing about today. We have a lot of things that are responsible for that. We know so. We know so that it might not be very easy when a man is in affluence. When a man is happy, he might not be able to say, I want to go change my word, faith. No. But as a result of what is currently ongoing, that is why we are going to talk about it. Most especially, things that are ongoing today is as a result of insecurity. Insecurity. That is exactly when a man is being apprehended, he may be in the world, and look at you, look at death, you feel you are going to die. And somebody says, if you renounce your faith, that is where I am going to spare your life. A thing like that, making people to have a double thinking. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I think I have to renounce my own what? My own religion. There are so many. We have a lot of examples in the glorious Quran. If you are able to study the Quran, whatever we are discussing now has not just started happening. It has happened before now. It has happened. There is nothing new. Nothing that is new. If you want to know so, there is nothing that is new. Whatever is happening now, it has already happened. Even if it has happened, it hasn't happened before. It is equally counted as it has happened. The same had happened. Those are things that we are going to be looking at. We look at them sometimes. We look at economic problems. Economic problem could make someone to say, I want to go and change my faith. We look at some political factor. They could do that. We look at social, cultural, psychological. They could do that. We look at war. They could do that. We look at what? Educational. It is possible. Then we look at religion aspect. It is possible that as a result of that, people could want to renounce their faith. That if this is the situation, instead of me to be this, I think I have to be like this. That is exactly what we are saying. If you do that, a lot of people today, they claim that they are into poverty, they cannot feed adequately, no thing square me. As a result of that, if someone says, I can't feed you till you square me, but before I will feed you, I want you to renounce your faith and be part of my faith. You gladly, someone will do that, but it is not deep down clear in his mind that, is it because of hunger that I'm going to renounce my knowledge? I'm going to renounce my affiliation, my faith? Is it because of this that I'm going to do that? A lot of things like that could come. You know so. Hunger is deadly. Poverty is worse than bitter things, because if a man who has not tasted what? Poverty, or who has not tasted bitter things, it is that type of person who will not be able to know the difference between poverty and what? Poor, affluence. May Almighty Allah guide us. May Almighty Allah guide us. When a man has not eaten, especially night food, if you have not eaten night food, especially, that man in the morning the man can start to go insane. The man can be demented. He may not be thinking very well, but he has to work. He has to feed himself or herself. That is why he could think very well. Think about that. Think about that hunger could make someone to renounce his religion. You got to think about it. Think about it. Ask questions. Those are the things Almighty Allah will say. Billy Hikima, you have to work systematically with your wisdom, with your wisdom. Do not torment anybody. Do not do it like that. But what you need to do, see reasons with them. Do you know how to get them out of the quagmire? How you are going to move them from that smell? You have to know how you are going to go about it. May Almighty Allah help us. May Almighty Allah not forsake us. Almighty Allah has said, political issue can as well make someone to renounce religion. I don't know, if you want a public office, if you want to belong to one of the world classes, and you have been asked to renounce your whatever you are into, to come to this particular world, faith, because you want to be part of it, definitely you are going to renounce your world, your affiliation. You are going to renounce your faith. That is what I say. Power intoxicates more than what? An alcohol. When you are having power, If you want to try a man, do not try a man to say, I'm going to help you, my daughter, to get married to. No. If you want to try a man with power. You will see the reality about that person. You will know the kind of person you are dealing with. The Almighty Allah guide us. The Almighty Allah guide us. There are so many. If we keep on talking, who will exhaust them? The religion issue? Because you are a Muslim? Because you are a Christian? If you are a Muslim and you do something in the Christendom, where the Christians are predominantly what they are doing, if you need it, it will not be given to you. It is possible. That is that we have seen. It is that we have studied. But if it is in a Muslim environment, and a Christian sometimes is searching for something here, they will call it, tell you, so you are not in our one. If you are not in the same one of faith, as a result, what you are looking for, we may not give it to you. You see, and the way they are moving pari passu, they move hand in hand, they move together, so on and so forth. I remember in early days, when civilization started coming to Africa, per se in Nigeria, when the Christian schools, the Catholic schools, are some of those Christian schools and few Muslim schools what were existing. What happened? If you want to go to Christian school, first of all, you must have to change your name. That is why today you can see some people, someone will be Isa Peter, someone will be called Friday Musa. The son carries Muslim's name, while the one, the real name, that is not the biological name, that is the botanical name that has been given to that person, and the name will be changed from one. Either it was called Usman, it will now be changed to one, to be Peter. Those are things we say as a result of early days schooling. I want to go to school. Then what is available is the Christian school, Catholic school. You have to go. Applicable to the Christian, when they want to go to school as Saudi in those days, but your name is Peter, but you have to change your name to be able to attend that school. Those are things that were working. You see them, they were working a kind of parallel. They were not moving together because they must want you to change your name, because we don't want a name that carries Muslim's name, but we want a name that bears someone that bears what? Christian's name. Those are things that when you look at them, even psychological problem can cause it. Psychological problem, when you are not saying, you don't know what is going on, you don't know what you are doing, you can as well become what? You can be influenced. We're talking about influence. What could influence a man? It can become what? Coerce. There's what called compulsion. It can be forced to say you must do this. If you do not do it, we will not give you it. Things like that, they are happening. They happen and they are still happening. So, well, we talk in terms of physiological factor. Physiological talk in terms of house feeding. We will not talk about that. Physiological. I want to have this. I need a house. I need food. Because of that, if you have any influence, if you have been intimidated, that we are going to evict you from this house or evict you from this house, what are you going to do? Before you know it, you will want to change back to say, I'm going to renounce my religion to come to this religion. I don't want to be what? I don't want to be evicted from the house where I am. Things like that. There are so many. When you need security is equally like that. In a place where there is no security and you want security, somebody told you, if you are not part of this affiliation, we cannot work. We cannot secure you. We cannot guide you. Because you are being intimidated. You are being what? Harmed. You want to change. There are so many. And those are the factors. If you take time to study them, you are going to be studying them, find them, they are out there in the glorious Quran. They are there. That is why Almighty Allah said, we got to what? We are going to be calling people, inviting them. We are going to be preaching to them and what is currently ongoing on. Sometimes, both in terms of marriage, which are sometimes there's what called tradition, socio-cultural factor, the norms, the social value, all those things recognized as part of the factor that could make someone to say, I want to renounce my religion. The culture in that village. For example, if you go to a community where they don't eat the meat or the pork meat or monkey, if you eat it, you are going to be found wanting. What are you going to do? You are going to what? Join forces with them to even help them to forbid it. But you do ordinarily not forbid it. You will not eat it. When you do that, what are you expecting? You are going to be what? Tormented. If the tithe is not taken, you are going to even be crucified. Look at the factors. Well, elaborating the salient factors, look at them in terms of marriage. When a man is what? Is having what is called infatuation, love infatuation. You don't know what you need. Somebody has told you, okay, I want you to become a Christian, I want to become a Muslim. If you don't do that, my daughter is not going to be what? Be given to you to marry. Or given to you to for marriage. What are you going to do? You quietly, if you have love for that young lady. Sometimes the women can as well renounce their religion because they are falling in love in this young man. They don't want to let go of that man. So as long as they don't want to let that young man go, what are they going to do? They want to fall in love. They want to adhere to what the people are saying. Me, I'm going to renounce mine. Even in the Christendom, it's happening. Some of them are going to Catholic, some are going to what? Anglican. Some are going to Pentecostal churches. It's telling you that I will not marry you, that even if I'm going to marry you, let us go and do the wedding in the Catholic church. Later I may join you. Things like that are equally being said. They are there. We have seen them. We have heard them. We have seen them, we have heard them. They are applicable. Ila man ukuria. That ukuria is what we are is an underlying word. Ila man ukuria. That we must have to find a possible solution to that. Because what is happening? People are so indolent. People are so lazy. They don't want to work. They blame government ups and downs. Why must you be blaming government? What happened to your wealth, to your nerves? Everyone is found nerves broken down. What are you broken your nerves? You're not supposed to do that. You gotta be up and doing. You gotta walk yourself because you are still very flexible. A man that is so flexible can tell you that was coerced. Who coerced you? Who coerced you to become what? To become what? To change your what? To your religion. It is as a result of indolence, laziness that is making some people say they want to what? Change. A man that is so healthy. A man that is what? Hale and healthy. Then you want to tell me that what made him to change? Ordinarily, the economical problem, physiological problem, that is what you said made you to change your religion. That you have been coerced. Who coerced you? Hunger coerced you. You were forced. Who forced you to become a Christian? Who forced you to become a Muslim? It's because you are lazy. You are weak. We don't need to be weak. It was who were what coerced who were forced. And sometimes in terms of security, we may want to understand that some people, according to scholars, that issue is being divided into what? Into two aspects. Some people are willing to die, while some people say, instead of me to die, I would better renounce. That is why I said, if you want to get the details of this discussion, you may be able to study a little bit ahead so that you will understand better. Go to places. The first lady who was killed, the first woman to have been killed for Islam's sake was Sumaya. And Sumaya was a mother to Ammar, and Ammar's father was Yasir. The father was Yasir. That was the name given to him. There were about 7 of them that were held. They were confiscated. They were restricted. They couldn't move around. They were being tortured. That was done to them. Abu Jahl went religion. If you go to Qurtubi included Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, included Abu Bakr, Bilal, Shuaib, Qurban. Those are people that they were earlier on being confiscated. They were earlier on being tortured, all manner of torture. They gave them to them in order to renounce knowledge. None of them said no. Abu Jahl tormented Sumaya to an extent he put a spear on her private part to come out from her mouth, and the woman died. That was the first person who was killed in what? For Islam sake. Then the husband, Yasir, was equally killed. They were the first set of people that were murdered for Islamic sake. They were. Bilal was equally confiscated. He was arrested. Bilal. But it was Abu Bakr who eventually bought him and freed him. He became what? A freed citizen. I don't know. People, when the ulamas, they had their debate, they were debating. So I'm saying, because that information was taken to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Ammar has renounced from Islam to what? To Jahiliyyah, which is the Mushrik. He said no. Ammar cannot do a thing like that. From the Quranic, from the head to toe, faith has what? Oversaturated his body. His body cannot do so. Not long a time, Ammar came to Prophet Muhammad when he was being released. He said, what happened? He said, Quranic. Said what? I've killed myself. How did you kill yourself? I was abusing you. Not only abusing you, I was praising their what idols. You know why? Because I wanted myself to be freed. He said, you have not done something. If you are in a situation like that, Farouk, if you are in a situation like that, do exactly what you have done now in order for you to save yourself. Bilal was held to renounce. He said no. He was calling Ahadu, Ahadu. He said yes. It was just alone, Almighty Allah alone. Nobody else able to worship. He said anything like that. That is what he said. They put a big stone on his wall, on his chest, to kill him. They messed him up, but he didn't renounce his religion. Then the argument came in that 2 edicts. Some said you may renounce your religion in terms of great danger. When you are no longer secure, you can't renounce your religion. In order for you to be saved. When you are saved, you can return. That will call it that what? He's so comfortable with his faith. He's not going to change it. But when you are in a terrible situation, when there is a catastrophe, there is a danger, what you need to do, you can't renounce your religion. But as long as you are returning. But another class of thought said no, that although that is good, Rockstar, that is good, but it would have been better if someone said, I want to die, kill me in this religion. like the way Bilal did. He said, I am going to die. I cannot renounce my religion, no matter how you, whatever techniques, whatever mechanism, whatever system you are going to employ, I will never kill me, I'm going to die, but I will not renounce my religion. He told them like that. But some people said, it is good to renounce. Some said it is not good to renounce, but it is better for you not to renounce. Stand on the background, I am willing to die if you want to kill me. That is what Almighty Allah said. He made Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This is how it is. Uduhu ila sabili rabbika bil hikmah. Do not say that those who have renounced are going to hellfire. Do not say those who have died on the cause are going to hellfire. No. It has never happened. A story of that magnitude came into being. A man from Israel, the Banu Israel. This man was an arrogant. He was an arrogant, very aggressive, a temperamental human being. He has killed. He wasn't even an armed robber. He's a theft, a marauder. He marauded. What happened? He met with a man of God and said, I have killed many people. I have killed 99 people. I have killed them, they have died. At this particular juncture, I want to renounce. I want to withdraw. I want to go and repent to Almighty Allah. Would they going to forgive me? He said, you will never be forgiven. He killed the other man. He became 100. When we talk, inshallah, we won't talk or speak about that full story, so on and so forth. The Almighty Allah guide us. The Almighty Allah guide us. The Almighty Allah see us through. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. صلوا على النبي الكريم صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم.
فجرا جئت بعد العسر يسرا ربنا أعلاك قدرا يا إمام الأنبياء